Hi, I'm Sterling Mortlock. You know, many people don't realise how much security touches our everyday lives. It's never been so apparent to me as it was at the last World Cup. Back at home, I found that it's really surprising how often security is provided by SNP. At the Brumbies matches, at security points at the airport, in city buildings, SNP seems to be everywhere. I guess people only really think about security when assessing their own security needs. That's worth thinking about. You see, when you're playing rugby and you're up for selection, you go in that little bit harder. But SNP is always up for selection, except you can't tell when. So when you're working at a screening point or in a protective services role, you're working at the front line not only for airport security but also for SNP. So you have a doubly important role helping SNP provide breakthrough security solutions. That's what we've been doing since 1923.
We're aware that SNP invest a lot in training, and that's one of the reasons that we have been with them for many years. And as far as I can remember, and I've been with Air Canada for 20 years, we've always used SNP. Their standards are very high, and they certainly meet our standards. You know, a company like SNP is paramount to operating out of Australia for us, and we're very pleased with what they do for us. Their follow-up is also excellent. And we've always thought their staff are very pleasant to deal with. We very rarely get complaints about the way our passengers are treated. Usually if we do get a complaint, it's because they're thorough as opposed to anything else. Where we have issues in Canada with security, where we have complaints about rudeness, etc., but we just don't get those complaints with SNP.
When it comes to safety and security, there can be no compromise. And this is why SNP are a great partner of British Airways, because they operate always at the highest possible standard.
The historical relationship that we had with SNP was fundamentally between Sydney and Los Angeles when we were flying direct, as the alerted security requirements go. Always found them to be incredibly professional, and you know, there was a lot of comfort given to our airport managers when they were running that process for us. So, you know, what the opportunities hold in the future will depend whether we start to fly Sydney-Los Angeles again.
Flight 001 is really all about hearts and minds. This is about capturing the hearts and minds of every single aviation division employee. Our responsibility as an organisation is to embrace you, is to engage you, and to have a duty of care and goodwill that ensures that you live and breathe the values and that we live and breathe the values together. We will do this by acknowledging all the hard work that you do on a daily, monthly and annual basis through a number of initiatives that have been well thought out, that are about the community, about yourself, your well-being, your growth, your development, and of course our leadership.
Leadership, there's a role model there. It's something that you need to be able to show leadership by making decisions, by being fair to staff, being able to support your staff when they need it.
Leadership is a must-do in SNP security, only because it means improving the skills of the workers and the workplace.
Well, leadership, I've been with the company 13 years, so hopefully I'm indirectly a role model for some leadership. Being active in OH&S, I try to give people guidance in leadership. Being a supervisor, I've given them guidance. And the leadership is there to help people so that they can come to you and ask for help. And that's what you need to do, because you're helping all the time.
Leadership in SNP, I think it is very good, especially with our supervisors, team leaders, and also our employees.
Well, I really think the company is mostly customer focused. They want a very good customer service, and they want all of us to do a very good job, even though we have a very important job to do at security, but still manage to do a good job with the customers.
It means having a can-do attitude, giving good customer service to our clients, and being able to get out there and do the job in a professional way.
Customer service means to us working alongside the passengers and the company, finding the best solution for a customer-driven service.
working together, being able to resolve an issue, working together, helping each other, supporting each other. So teamwork can be a wonderful thing. You have to find the right team to work with, but once you do, it's wonderful.
SNP, well, about SNP generates teamwork, friendship, working with colleagues, working with each other. It's a great place to work, and yeah, you get professionalism, you make new friends, and it's great.
It's now improving. It's improving a lot, and it's getting better. And I can see they are doing a lot of work in this area to improve. And people generally they're actually feeling better than before.
SNP is based on family values. It's family run. It's a family run organisation. If one falls down, the other person will pick that person up. So it's all about knowing that person and creating a relationship between your employer and the actual person working for them.
Yeah, we look up, like I said before, we look after each other, we help each other out, and makes the job a lot easier for us, and we are happy at work, more happy at work when we work together. Thank you.
I think there are opportunities for people working here, but there are limitations. Hopefully when the new terminal opens, there might be more scope for others to further a career in the industry. But at this stage, I think things are a bit stagnant because we are in the process of moving.
The growth is fantastic, actually. I'll give you an example. Most of us, we started off 6 months probation, leading over to a year, and everybody's been promoted to team leader, managers, and we've got different divisions, different sections. It's been great. And the training at the FAC house, where SNP resides, is fantastic.
Okay, so we've listened to the opinions of some of our colleagues, and listening to our colleagues is what we should be doing more and more of into the future. It's why we're here today. It's to launch the fact that we want to engage our workforce. We want to collaborate with the people who do the job at the front line. For too long, we've been focusing on other audiences, either the business owners or the customers that we serve. We unfortunately have neglected our workforce, the people who deliver the goods. We want to collaborate with you on a daily basis to give you an influence over the work that you do, the career that you build, and the work-life balance that you enjoy. We want to be an employer of choice, and the only way that can happen is if we enter into a dialogue with the people that work with us, you. It's a genuine commitment, and I think you'll find from the work we've done today and the work that we'll do in the future, there will be a palpable change to the way SNP works with its workforce. I am committed to forcing this new behaviour through the business, through performance agreements with my direct reports, the management team. They in turn will be doing the same with their direct reports, the leadership group in the operational environment. There will be no option to behave in a way that is outside the values of this organisation, the values that you heard your colleagues describe a moment ago. I truly look forward to working with you. I know we can be the best team in the business, and I invite you all to participate in the delivery of security with service anywhere that we operate throughout the aviation security world.